Good morning, guys. For this week's My Halifax, we're going to visit a guy I know. I met him probably 7 years ago. We worked together and he was about to go to university, but he started a business from his grandmother's basement, and then he ended up dropping out of university to grow that into like a fully fledged business. He has 4 stores now, and he's just a really inspirational guy. And since we spent so much time with the Chamber of Commerce and I saw other people like that, I just thought it would be cool to tell you guys his story. So today, for this week My Halifax, we're going to Geebo Phone Repair. I think I said that name totally wrong, but that's what it's called. The thing that always kind of impressed me was that, you know, Nick would have been less than 20 or in his early 20s when he started his first store, and here he is with multiple stores. And that's a place that's, you know, 100% homegrown right here in Halifax. He's hiring other people and just bringing job opportunities to the area. And when you think about someone so young with that ambition to do that and, you know, help other people as well, it seems so impressive. And I'm really excited to see him, because I haven't seen Nick for like, we spoke on the phone a couple of years ago, but I haven't spoken to him for like 5 years. So I'm pretty excited to see his setup and see what he's doing. Hi Nick, how are you, man?
Hey man, how's it going?
Nice to see you.
You as well.
So, I brought my Halifax with me because I thought that you'd be a good business to feature on our blog. And I just thought, for anyone who hasn't met Geebo, what do you guys do?
Awesome. No, thank you for asking me. We do phone repairs, kind of plain and simple, but we do a bunch of other stuff too. We do phones, tablets, computers. We're now doing things where we'll even go to people's houses and work on their computers there.
Nice.
We'll even mount their TVs if they can't do it, set up their TVs. Basically anything that is kind of in the IT field, we can handle. But the phones, the computers, and the tablets is like 99% of what we do.
Nice. Now, I was telling these guys, you started when you were like 20.
Yeah, so I've been fixing phones for a while, but when I started realizing that almost everybody has a phone or 2 of them, that's when I decided I really needed to put all my efforts into this company. So yeah, when I was 20, about 4 years ago, I dropped out of school, I stopped having a side job, I just started doing phone repairs 24/7. I actually advertised 24/7. So I had Kijiji ads. That was like the best way to advertise back then, is Kijiji ads. My ads literally said, I will fix your phone 24/7. So it even got to a point where people were calling me like 3 in the morning and I was like giving them like a beer out of my fridge when they were coming back from the bar or something like that. But no, it was really cool. And I think that's what separated me from the other guys, which allowed me to grow a little bit faster, is because I was constantly working. Like I wasn't going out to the bars with my buddies at 10. I was kind of giving up my childhood. Well, I'm still a child, I guess, but I was giving up that.
He's a man-child now.
I'm a man-child. I was giving up like all those fun things because I saw that it eventually would turn into something like this, and I enjoyed doing it too. Like I like fixing phones. I did it out of my grandmother's basement, so I was like rolling out of bed, going on my desk, throwing on Suits. Like I would just watch like TV shows while I'd have the phones on like the right side of me. And anytime customers came in, they would sit on my grandmother's like antique yellow couch from like the 1800s while my cat would run over and like sit next to them. So it was a really cool setup. Like I really liked it. Now we have 5 locations. We're the largest phone and computer repair company in Atlantic, Canada. We're still growing, and we're starting to get down some pretty big contracts with some of the local businesses. So we're definitely made a big step from grandma's basement to where we are today, and a lot more going on now. But no, it's been a fun trip up here. So
to me, it's really cool that when you think about it, that for how young Nick was, basically he's got to where he is with his 5 stores because basically I'm going to work 24/7, I'm going to go as hard as I can and basically provide a service that no one else is providing. And I think when you look at some of the local businesses here in Halifax, that's what's kind of set them apart, is they're prepared to do whatever their customers need them to do in order to keep them satisfied. And I think that's what is so unique about Halifax, is when you're a successful business, it's the customer comes first, and it should never not be that. But that's kind of like that experience you get from dealing with someone local, is that they know your name and they actually care about you. Although the funniest part of Nick's story was that he said that Kijiji was the best way to advertise 4 years ago. So I don't know about you guys, but I know when I've had my phone repaired, it's been sent away and I've never seen it and I need a loaner. The nice thing with these guys is they'll actually fix it in store for you, so at least you know where it is at all times. You know when I knew you had made it? when one of your rivals posted, "We'll match any prices if someone's repaired your phone unless you're working from your grandmother's basement."
Yeah, so that post was probably, I'd say that was probably about 4.5 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. And that post was done actually because I guess a lot of people were calling in to one of my competitors, we won't name who, and they were trying to get a price quote done because they were advertising that they'll match anybody's prices. I had the best prices. So he specifically puts in his ads, like that were on Kijiji, they were also doing Facebook ads as well and on their website. And they had right in their ad at the very bottom, and they highlighted it. Yeah, so you had their entire ad, and then they highlight the bottom portion of it. And then they put, "We will match any competitor's price unless you operate out of your grandmother's basement." So I don't know if some people would get offended by that, but I lost it laughing. I was like, oh my God, this is so funny. So I took it. I took a screenshot of the ad. I posted it on my personal Facebook. I think it got like 250 comments. It got like 100 shares. It got like tons of people started like commenting and posting and sharing it because it was actually hilarious. And people were commenting. They were like, well, this means you've made it. When one of your competitors is specifically like calling you out, they're like, you know you're doing something right, Wood.
This is just phone abuse at this point. So the other cool thing is, I mean, like Nick's in his mid-20s and he's got, 5 stores, he's hiring 15 people, and you think about how that how that helps to see like Halifax, where you've got local businesses being started by someone so young, so driven, and his goal is to keep growing and keep providing this great service, and that's employing other people too. And it's like that has a knock-on effect, and that's why support local is so important. It's so important to us because without people like Nick, this store wouldn't be here, then his other 5 stores wouldn't be here, and there's be 15 people that weren't employed, and that's a big deal, and it's so cool there. It's not just because Nick's my friend, it's just because I'm really impressed with how driven he is and what he's done and how he's going toe to toe with some really big competitors, and he's representing Halifax, and I think that is amazing. So I'm going to leave Nick to get back to fixing his phone because I'm probably holding him up, but where can the guys find you?
Well, in Metro, we have 4 locations. We have the one we're in today, which is 6331 Lady Hammond, which is right by the Windsor Street Exchange. We have one downtown Halifax, which is on Queen Street. If anybody knows where the Sobeys is on Queen Street, like right next to it. We're actually the last business on the right on Queen Street. Then we have one in Dartmouth. That's our OG, that's our original store, the one we always had.
That was originally Nick's Phone Repair.
Yeah, Nick's Mobile. We actually only just changed the sign.
I know.
Probably like 6 to 8 months ago. So we've been Geebo for 3 years. But Nick's Mobile Phone Repair was
the original.
Everybody remembered Nick's, right? Yeah. They were like, well, where's Nick? Or, oh, is this Geebo? Somebody bought him out, or like this, that, and the other thing. So no, we kept it Nick's for a while. But yeah, that's on the corner of Portland Street and Gaston Road. And I know in Clayton Park. Yeah. We just opened one up over there. It's Farnham Gate Ridge. Yeah. But the plaza we're in, like, cause it's a strip mall. Yeah. It's called Rockingham Ridge. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's where the 4 stores at, and one in Cape Breton in Sydney, right in the downtown on Charlotte Street.
Nick is slowly taking over the universe.
I'm trying.
Thank you very much for having me.
Awesome, man. No, thank you for asking me to do this. This is awesome.
So I have to say it was A, really good to see Nick again, and B, just to see how driven he is. And we talked a lot about local businesses and supporting local, and it's just really nice to see a business that's from a startup really was based out of Halifax, and it's doing really well, and like he's got some big plans in the pipeline. I just think that's really cool, and that's more the stuff that Halifax needs, and anything we can do to support local, we're a big fan of. So definitely come down and check Geebo out, and reach out to Nick, and he'll definitely take care of you and any of your electrical products. So that is the end of this week's My Halifax. Thank you for watching, and thank you to Nick for agreeing to be in the vlog. And go to his website, or we'll actually link it in the description below so you can go and check him out. But if there's any way you think we can make a video, please let us know in the comments below. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you next week.
Because I don't know if that ding was gonna.
That's okay.
Oops.